have been widened and deepened with passage of time. These lessons have been enriched by close people-to-people contact. For Nepal, lessons with India are highly important. We look upon the tremendous economic transformation that India has achieved. We are eager to benefit from India's progress through mutually beneficial economic partnership. Consequently, I remind an important part of our discussion. I and Prime Minister Modi ji jointly flagged of the inauguration of passenger service between Jayanagar to Kurta rail link today, which was constructed under the generous assistance of India. We also discussed about the building of integrated checkpost and dry port in Chandari, Dodhara, agreed to an early completion of the ongoing work on ICP Nepalganj. I requested India for early commencement of construction of ICP in Bhairava. We also witnessed exchanges of MOU on technical cooperation in the railway sectors. We both are confident that further connectivity project, road, railway, and gain further momentum. Likewise, we have discussed cooperation in civil aviation. We have discussed Nepal's request additional air entry route to Nepal through Mahendragarh, Nepalganj, and Janakpur. I also requested for concurrence of near border flight operation to supply operationalize Gautam Buddha International Airport in Bhairava. A few weeks ago, India and Nepal signed 2 MOU on construction of motorable bridge for Dharchula, Nepal to Dharchula, India, over Mahakali River and another on supply urea DAP from India to Nepal on government-to-government basis. Our two sides are working on the early delivery of hundreds of 50,000 metric tons of chemical fertilizer before planting regional start. Bilateral trade between our two countries is growing. Discussed the way to address huge trade deficit. In view of Nepal's high potential for hydroelectricity generation and export, it is important to have broad understanding in power export cooperation between our two countries. So cross-border power trade remained a priority agenda during the discussion. I am happy that Nepal-India joint vision statement for power sector cooperation that we have agreed upon today, the mutually beneficial cooperation on hydroelectricity generation, transmission, cross-border. I welcome Prime Minister Modi's offer to purchasing the electricity from Nepal. We agreed to conclude revised transit treaty which will facilitate operational rail, cargo, transit, private sector and inland waterways across the additional port. We also launched today operational Rupiah card in Nepal that will help to promote the flow of Indian tourists in Nepal. Water resources remains an important area of cooperation between our two countries for mutual benefit. Prime Minister Modi ji and I discussed various aspects of cooperation in water resources, inundation and flood control and power sector. We jointly inaugurated today 90 kilometers long, 120 kVDC solo corridor transmission line project built under the Indian line of credit. We discussed about early completion of DPR Pancheshwar multi-purpose project, which would be milestone of Nepal-India cooperation hydropower development. India's cooperation has been vital in Nepal's health sector as well. I appreciate Prime Minister Modi's assistance for India to address COVID-19 pandemic, including vaccine, medical supplies, and liquid oxygen. Our discussion also covered upgrading the GP Koirala National Center for Respiratory Diseases in Nepal into GP Koirala National Institute of Health Sciences. I extend my sincere appreciation to the Government of India for substantial support in our reconstruction efforts. We have witnessed the progress in constructing 132 health posts in 10 districts of Nepal being constructed of Indian grant assistance. And as Prime Minister Modi assured me that from Jogbani to Viratar there will be the line and other areas also will be helped by India. Thank you very much. Both of us agreed that exchange of a high-level visit should be regular. It helps promote mutual understanding, visit, confidence. I have invited Modi ji for the visit of Nepal. We eagerly look forward welcoming Prime Minister Modi ji. As Modi ji told me that we have also heard that Banaras is a very religious place for Hindus. Nepali people also, they love to once in the lifetime visit to Banaras, visit to Vishwanath, and even people in Nepal, they used to Kashibas, they used to talk Kashibas before they die. They want to die, cremate Kashi. Therefore, we have heard that you have made it very helpful, beautiful, and there was, now I have heard that water also clean, Ganga, very clean. Thank you very, very much, Your Excellency. That will definitely will be grateful that we will also would like to visit Banaras, Vishwanath Mandir, and we are very much helpful for this also, for your kind remarks, Excellency. As in earthquake also time, India helped to build many buildings I have seen there. Thank you for this also. There are projects, still there are some problems. We would like to request you that to build more houses there. And as I would like to speak now that we discussed the boundary issues, and I urged Modi to resolve through the establishment and a bilateral mechanism. Thank you very much, Excellency.
Thank you, Excellency. That concludes the press statements. Thank you for joining us, and please remain seated as the two leaders leave the room.
तो हैदराबाद हाउस